Guys, it's time to talk about Gorilla Tag on the PSVR2. I genuinely feel like this is probably one of the biggest missed opportunities that's probably happened in VR this year. And just as a little preface before we dive deep into this video, we're going to go really deep into just like a lot of different things in just general VR. So strap your VR headsets on because we're about to dive. Before we get into the video, guys, I do want you to know I am doing a Quest 3S giveaway. So you want to win a free, and I mean totally free, Quest 3S, I will put the link in the bio below. I know you guys a lot of PSVR2, and some of you guys probably are Quest. And if you want to get a Quest 3S, which is as strong as a Quest 3, with slightly worse lenses, but honestly, totally fine. I want to get back to you guys. Enter the giveaway below, sign up, and I will announce the winner this Thursday on my stream during the VR Fitness Challenge stream. So make sure you pull up. But first, before we get into my issue with this release, we gotta talk about Gorilla Tag. Gorilla Tag is one of the highest grossing in terms of revenue VR games of all time. And you would never think it, thinking about all the VR games that exist out there, like Half-Life Alyx, even VR Chat, or all these other different games. What you're looking at on my screen right now, especially for you guys who don't know anything about Gorilla Tag, this game sells like hotcakes. And even in the article from Upload VR, they said that Axiom, the developers of this game, have now grossed over $100 million off of Gorilla Tag since its release in 2021. I mean, it's pretty crazy. This game has seen over 1 million daily active users, over 3 million monthly active users, and over 10 million lifetime players. God damn. People are so addicted to this game, they spend an average of nearly 60 minutes playing per play session. That is impressive because you gotta think, a lot of people are lazy. They don't want to hop in the VR headset and play for that long, especially on kind of a strenuous game like this where you're really swinging your arms and working up a sweat. But glazing the company aside, you're probably wondering why I'm even mentioning this. Why are we even making this video? Well, Gorilla Tag released on the PSVR2 and nobody cared. And it's like the craziest thing to me because I really had to sit down and think about why this was the case. Now, like I said before, I am a VR YouTuber. I do PSVR2 reviews. I've done a lot of PSVR2 content. I've done Quest content, PC VR content. But I've noticed for my PSVR2 content, a lot of that demographic is older. So I didn't expect them to rant and rave about, oh, Gorilla Tag. But I do feel like they missed out on an opportunity to reach a new base here. After checking out reviews of the game myself and kind of looking at some of the gameplay, and kind of looking at some of the feedback from the community, found out two things. One, they actually announced a little bit before the game's release that this is just a standalone version of the game. This is not connected to the Quest people or the PC VR people. This is like PSVR2 only. So, and we don't know how many people have PSVR2 headsets, how many of them are younger, how many of them actually will play a game like this. And it doesn't seem like a crazy amount. Looking at the PS Store page, there are 1.7K ratings. Now, that's pretty decent, I guess, for like a regular VR game. But I mean, this is a Gorilla Tag, so I was expecting a lot more than that. Because realistically, this is one of the biggest VR releases for the PSVR2, which is crazy. I don't get the reasoning for making it a standalone game and not being crossplay, because I mean, why not? Now, I do understand that there's different game modes, and I think there are modded maps for Gorilla Tag, and maybe that's the reason, but that's such a big missed opportunity, and honestly, it feels like a early access version of the game that nobody really asked for. And the PSVR2 has a history of being left out of these cross-play situations. So it's like that really turned a lot of people off. Another thing I found out from other Gorilla Tag players is that outside of being cross-play enabled, is actually several updates behind the Quest and PC VR versions. And now, while I do understand, developers doing a soft launch, I feel like this one could have been a turning point for Gorilla Tag in terms of older players. Now, while I know it's easier for a kid to convince their parents to get them, a Quest headset or any other cheaper, VR headset, because the PSVR2 is a little bit more expensive. But even though I know it's about to go on sale for Black Friday and Christmas, stuff like that, I do feel like you could have had a opportunity to grow a older fan base for Gorilla Tag. That's one of the main reasons that a lot of people won't play it. And I totally understand, because I don't play Gorilla Tag. But honestly, being a larger man myself, there's a lot of reasons why I don't play Gorilla Tag.
Ooh. Say ooh.
I feel like Axiom did a weird launch here because nobody was begging for it. And you really could have spun around the platform to be something that older people can enjoy too. I mean, if you look at the analytics, I'm pretty sure any PSVR YouTube can look at the analytics and tell you that their analytics show that a lot of these players are 25 and up, or maybe 20 and up. Because even for me, a lot of my viewers are not under the age 20. Now, I know a lot of people who see this video probably will be under the age of 20, and so make sure you follow and stuff like that. You know, help your boy out. But I just can't see this release and just not feel disappointed that they just kind of didn't spin this to be something that could be really cool. So overall, just kind of going over everything we talked about in this video, this really could have been one of the biggest releases on the PSVR2 if they would have marketed it right, gave reasoning for people to play outside of it being free, and really breathe life into this game on an entirely new VR platform, especially with PSVR2 players being kind of starved for those multiplayer experiences that they can enjoy together. Because I mean, I'm always looking for someone to play with other people on PSVR2. Even being able to mod and stuff like that would have been awesome and just really cool to do on the PSVR2. So all in all, I really genuinely do feel like Gorilla Tag on PSVR2 is a missed opportunity and maybe a failure. Hopefully after a few more updates and some time goes by for the PSVR2 version to catch up with the other versions of Gorilla Tag, we see kind of like an explosion of people wanting to play on the PSVR2 and just seeing the community kind of mesh together and just have fun on a multiplayer game like this. Overall, I just want to put this message out and kind of get my feelings out about how sad I am about this, because I feel like a lot of people don't really understand the kind of magnitude of what was missed here. But if you're a person looking for prescription lenses for your PSVR2 or any VR headset, VR Rock is having a Black Friday sale, and you can get 15% off if you use code MartydudeVR15. If you use my code, you can get 15% off, and you can help support the channel. And with that being said, it's been MartydudeVR, and remember, I'm just a dude with a VR headset. Peace.